Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Urban Redneck. Today we're going to be working on the Yamaha Wave Runner again. Today I want to go ahead and show you guys running straight mixed gas instead of running the oil pump for the two-stroke oil. A lot of people will buy a block-off kit, and that's all fine and good, but then you're going to have to basically take your pump off, block off the lines, and some models actually use, there's a bearing down there that the oil actually will lubricate. You'll have to check if your model does the same thing, but today I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and really simple, really quick and easy, without using a block off kit. That way you can save a couple bucks on the block off kit. So what you're going to need to do this is you're going to need some fuel line, the same size fuel line as your oil lines, and you're going to need one of these kits. It's basically a vacuum line kit. This is from Dorman. So you can use this. I wouldn't recommend using these for too long, like on fuel, but since it's just for two-stroke oil, it should be fine. So you're going to need those, and then I would recommend getting some of these fuel clamps also. These are pretty small, so I'd use these little clamps instead of trying to put little tiny hose clamps on it. If that's what you have, that's fine. You're going to want to cut a couple lengths of your fuel line. Say just cut it maybe 3 or 4 inches long. Hard to do this with the camera. There's 1, there's 2. Okay, then you're going to cut each one of those in half. I'll show you why here in a minute. Then we're going to open up our kit for the vacuum line. Okay, once you have your box open and your little pieces, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take one of these, and you're going to want to take another T. So you're going to just put your hose line on here. These are on there pretty good, so this is the connection. This ski is 3 cylinders, so I'm going to have to block off 3 of the cylinders. So this is 1, 2, which for the oil lines will go up into these, and then I need a third one to connect all of them together into one, because it's going to go back into the tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect this, connect that real tight, and then we're going to put this T on here. These hoses are a little bit bigger than the hose itself, so I don't have to run the clamps on here. I'll have to run the clamps on the oil lines coming off of the ski. Put another line on here, like that. So now that you have that set up, these lines will each connect to one of the lines coming off of the pump. And then those lines will go out into one that we're going to connect back into the fill hose that we're going to poke a hole in to receive another one of these straight connectors. Okay, now that we have our connector actually made, we're going to pull off the 3 lines. If you can see down here, you see down there? Mm-hmm. You can see down there, this is the actual pump. It's got these 3 lines, disconnected this one already, but it's got 3 lines coming off that go to the 3 different carburetors for the 3 different cylinders. And this line right here is the line coming in that goes back. This is the line that the oil comes out of the tank and it comes into the pump, and then it pumps up into these 3. So what I'm going to do is take these 3 lines with this connector here and connect 2 of the lines in here, 1 of the lines in here, and then have the long line go back up into the tank, up into here, and we're going to put a hole in the fill hose right here with another connector to put this hose on. Pretty basic, pretty simple. So let's go ahead and do that. We have to get these lines off. So here's 1 line off already. Just disconnect them. 3 lines disconnected. So we'll connect this one to this one, that one to that one, and the last one goes to that one. Now put your clamps on so they don't pop off and leak. Okay, that's connected. Now we just need to kind of measure the distance, how much line I'm going to need to go up to the tank, about like that. So after we measured, just cut it with the scissors, figure out where we want our line to go in, somewhere right about there. Okay, now that you have your hose cut, you're going to put one of these straight connectors in it, and then we're going to come down here to the fill neck, and then we're going to drill a hole and we're going to put this in. So you don't want the hole the same size as this because it'll be too big and this will wiggle around. We're going to make a small hole, and then we're going to put some sealant around this, like some adhesive. You can use 5-minute epoxy or RTV, just some kind of sealant. So let's go ahead and let's drill the hole in there. See the size of the hole, or the size of the drill I'm using. Very small. Let's come up a little bit, just like that. Make sure that it goes in. Should fit kind of tight. It should take some pressure to get in and be snug, but there it is. That's the whole system. So now I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put a little bit of sealant on here around this edge right here and put it back in and let it dry. I'm using this marine grade polyurethane sealant that I got at Walmart. This is the Quick Cure 7200 white, but you can use 5-minute epoxy or RTV or anything that'll bond to rubber. All this is, it'll be fine just like it is, but I just want a little extra. So you're just going to put a little bit on here. Make sure you don't get it inside the hole there. Put a little bit around here. And then we're going to just put it in this hole again. Just like so. And we're going to leave it there and let it dry. And that's it. So let's do a recap. So the oil comes out of the tank here into the pump, and then it'll come up through these 3 lines and come back up here, circulate back into the tank here. So what that does is you don't have to worry about your oil level alarm going off because the pump will be going all the time. And if you have the model with the bearing that's down inside that this pump lubricates, then the oil will still go through there. Just every now and then you're going to have to check and make sure that you keep oil inside of your tank, 2-stroke oil, and then just pre-mix your gas before you put it in and you're set. Jet ski will be pre-mixed now. Alright guys, thanks for watching another episode of Urban Redneck. Hit the like button, subscribe, and like always, I'll see you next time.